Welcome back, guys. Today, we're gonna dive into the enchanting world of Frozen, the musical, exploring the journey of Elsa and Anna and the powerful themes that have captured hearts around the globe. Frozen is a musical with music and lyrics by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, and a book by Jennifer Lee. Now, based on Walt Disney's 2013 animated film Frozen, the story centers on the relationship between two princess sisters, Anna and Elsa, who must overcome obstacles, both internal and external, to find their way back to each other. Now, in January 2014, Bob Iger, then CEO of the Walt Disney Company, stated that Disney Theatrical Productions was in early development of a stage adaptation of the film that it planned to bring to Broadway. Now, in an October 2014 interview, Thomas Schumacher, the president of Disney Theatrical Group, disclosed that discussions about a musical had begun even before the film was released almost a year earlier, adding that I'm already talking to directors and I have a design concept, and we have to begin to fashion this idea. It doesn't need to be fast, it just needs to be great. Now, the musical's first developmental lab was held over 2 weeks during May of 2016 in New York City, starring actress and singer Betsy Wolfe, actress, singer, and dancer Patty Murin. By September of 2016, Disney chose a new director, Michael Grandage, as well as a new choreographer, Rob Ashford, to help transform this $30 million production into a Broadway hit. Now, Disney scheduled the pre-Broadway tryout in August of 2017 at the Denver Center for the Performing Arts, with Kristen Lopez telling an interviewer that while the movie has only 7.5 songs, we've written about 23 for the stage production. Now, the cast pretty much stayed the same from the developmental lab. However, Betsy Wolfe was replaced by musical theater actress and original star of Ghost the Musical, Casey Levi, as well as actor, singer, and dancer Jelani Aladdin and John Riddle joining the cast. Now, reviews of the Denver tryout were mixed, but found the show promising. Mark Shenton wrote in The Stage, Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez have augmented their score for the original film, which featured just 8 songs, to 20 songs in all now. There are occasional moments that feel padded, but the surging power ballads that are the score's signature are stunningly delivered by both Levi and Murin. Well, by March of 2018, with the Green Glow given, the Broadway cast would welcome audiences to the St. James Theater, where for the first time in forever, Frozen audiences sung along to Let It Go in a snow-filled theater. The production, running for 825 performances, starred everyone from the original Denver production. And fun fact, a reported 30% of the show was rewritten between the tryout and the Broadway opening, with the musical taking a deeper dive into the princesses' psyches and aiming at a more adult audience. Anderson Lopez noted that examining how the princesses' psychological scars drive them to make certain decisions was the next logical storytelling step. Now, the Broadway premiere received mixed reviews. Jesse Green of the New York Times called the show rousing, often dull, alternately dopey. He praised Levi and Murin's performances as well as the set and lighting design, but criticized the new musical's numbers. Now, spoiler alert. The onstage technology included lighting effects for Elsa's magic, as well as such adaptations as a full-body costume to represent the reindeer, Sven, with a ballet dancer actually inside holding stilts in his hands and walking on tiptoes. Now, the role is so strenuous that a second ballet dancer was hired to play it at some performances to kind of give each dancer some days of rest. In all, though, costing about $35 million to mount, attracting attendance of over 1.3 million and grossing over 150 million, it unfortunately didn't perform as well as Disney's The Lion King or Aladdin. Therefore, Disney chose not to reopen Frozen, judging that after the pandemic, running 3 of their shows on Broadway simultaneously would become untenable. However, the musical was definitely a fixer-upper, and who best to help Frozen succeed? Australia. So, in December of 2020, Sydney's Capitol Theatre would host the production starring Gemma Ricks and We Will Rock You's Matt Lee. Following an outbreak of COVID-19, the production was suspended until July of 2021, when the production would transfer to Her Majesty's Theatre in Melbourne. It would finally transfer to Brisbane's Queensland Performing Arts Centre in February of 2022 after COVID cases were on the rise yet again. Now, it wasn't until September of 2021 when West End audiences were treated to a Frozen Theatre Royal, starring Pretty Woman Samantha Barks and Irish actress Stephanie McKeon. The production would later be nominated for 4 Olivier Awards, including Best New Musical. Now, in January of 2024, more than 2.8 million people had seen Frozen in London, and by February of 2024, the production celebrated its 1,000th performance. I can confirm that in 2025, this year, Disney Plus is set to release a live filmed production of Frozen in the West End. If I were you, I would be sure to look out for that. Now, the 2021 West End production received mostly favorable reviews. Arifa Akbar in The Guardian wrote that what is more surprising than the uniformly storming singing voices and the theatrical razzmatazz is the sense of a real beating heart in the relationship between the two tortured sisters. All right, guys, and so our journey to Arendelle draws to a short close. Remember that even in the coldest of winters, and man, don't we know that here, the warmth of true love and friendship can melt any icy heart. May the magic of Frozen continue to inspire you to embrace your own unique powers and celebrate the bonds that connect us all. Until next time, let your own light shine, and remember, some people are just worth melting for.